Good evening, everybody! Jason here from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, with the next installment of 100 Days of Gaming. 100 Days of Gaming is part of Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games and heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and then start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and co-workers, and all those pledges go toward your chosen friendly local children's hospital as they help out sick and injured children. And then you get to play games for 24 hours straight, and this year the big day is November 2nd. Or whatever day fits your schedule. There's no Extra Life cops that'll bust down your door if you're not playing games at 3 in the morning on November 3rd. Anyway, I've been playing games now for 7 years with Extra Life to help raise money for the Alberta Children's Hospital right here in Calgary that helps out over 100,000 sick and injured children every year. And Extra Life is a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good. You play games and heal kids. Everybody wins. And we just keep on winning. Last year in 2018, over 50,000 participants in 107 countries helped over 10 million kids at 170 children's hospitals across Canada and the United States by raising over $13.48 million. So, if you would like to know more about Extra Life, or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. And also, if you'd like to make a donation to my marathon efforts to help the kids at the Alberta Children's Hospital, you'll find links below. Okay, well, today I'm going to be playing a little bit more of Final Fantasy XIV. I still want to advance my way in the storyline, since I had such a good time in my 1 hour last night. I kind of want to see if I can make it into the city of Yulmore tonight. Now, I will soon get back to my playthrough of Final Fantasy VII, because, as I've said off and on over the last 75 nights, I do want to beat this game before Remake comes out, or before Game Day at the earliest. And Game Day is November 2nd, and that's creeping up pretty fast. But fortunately, I'm now on Disc 3, or the equivalent of Disc 3 in the PC version of FF7, so I'm really close to the end, so I do think I could beat it for Game Day. But as I say, variety is the spice of life. And so, right now, tonight, I'm going to play Final Fantasy XIV again for an hour. So if you're on the Corel server, sorry, I can't pronounce that, just drop on by. I'm Jern White Eagle. So let's head on in. Okay, let's see. Where do I got to go to next? I guess that's right. I remember there's some sea people down there in the ocean that surrounds Yulmore. That's right back there in the background. And Alphino was arranging to get some produce from his dealer. Let's move this along. This is Masamoa, the farmer of whom I spoke. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good day to you, Mashamoa. This is my associate, Jern. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. I loaded your lackey up with the goods not too long ago. My lackey? I know of no such person. Estelle lad, short blue hair? No, he said he'd come on your behalf, and since he seemed to know all the details, I just assumed. Confound it. Someone must have been eavesdropping on our conversation. The charlatan was here not long ago. He cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point on the south side of town, and I will take the west. Forgive me, I know cause to doubt the lad. Still, he should be hard to spot with that blue hair of his. Okay, it's a bit of a trek, but still going to get into a new area, so Nothing wrong with that. Oh, I get another ether current while I'm en route. Right now I can almost smell that ether. Well, that's the place I gotta go, but let's see if I can find an ether current first. It's to the southeast, so I bet it's in this direction. Okay, you saw him. Hey, Toucan, follow your nose to this. Good thing I took him out before he could do that special move of his. There's the ether current. As I mentioned last night, always check for the ether currents when you're exploring new areas, so that then you'll unlock the flying mount sooner. Okay, that one's a bit of a ways off. Okay. Meantime, let's ride in style. Okay, I just had to get one of the mounts that they give away on Valentine's Day. Give it up. Not worth it. Search the surroundings for a male mistel with short blue hair. Move the camera as well as zoom in and out, target a suspect, and inspect them with the mouse button. Okay, minigame. Let's see. Here. Maybe Gotcha. You have located your quarry. Yeah, still haven't gotten used to the different race names that are here in the first. You know, he's a Makode where I come from, but still not used to calling him a Mistel here. Jern, any sign of him? Yup, he's over there. You have a keen eye. Let us move in before he makes good his escape. But no matter what parallel dimension of reality you're in, a chocobo is always a chocobo. Not so fast, you.
There you are. The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city. I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea, get in that way.
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Tell me then, Kai Shear. Must it be Yulmore or nothing? What of the Crystarium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Yulmore. That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Yulmoran's interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kai Shear, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best. We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
Quite possibly, meaning we better hurry up and think of a new plan, or that's not who you are.
I suppose not. Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alfino, ever the slave to sentiment.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending. Shall we return to Rite then? Is that... I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble. Come on, they may need our help.
Yep, we're adventurers. It's what we do. Okay, and a new area of the map. Bonus! Oops. Okay, this looks like the place. Boom! Dramatic entrance! Ouch. HP draining entrance. There it is. Yeah, there's gonna be crab on the menu tonight. I call this move the butter sauce. I am the deadliest catch. Okay, where's the next ether one? Oh, not up till the north. Okay. I've got a sneaking feeling the storyline will take me up there next, so let's put that aside for now and go help out this weakened wretch. Hey, I don't pick their names. Here, he's breathing. I think, though he won't last long without help. Okay, I'm no white major. Let's see what I can do here. That should take care of the worst of his injuries. Mercy. Mercy, I beg you. Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. The poor man is shivering. Pray keep an eye on him while I get a fire going. I thought for certain I was dead. How am I ever to repay this kindness? We'll settle for the tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Crystal. I was invited into Yulmore to work as an artist. A wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them, but when my style proved contrary to their taste, just as quickly turfed me out onto the street. I was penniless and patronless, a grave sin in Lord Vothry's city. Within days, they brought me before the man himself. He asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him that I wished to leave. Little did I know he soon would grant me my wish. He flung me over the balustrade into the God's damned ocean. I'm up there. How are you not dashed to pieces? Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose. Though if you haven't found it when you did, it wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrous. This is condoned as barbaric punishment? Oh, without a second thought. When Lord Vothry passes judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Yulmore, his word, his law. I don't like this guy already. That fire's chased a chill from my bones. Thank you again. The more I hear about Yulmore, the more determined I am to see what waits within its walls. I shall bend all my thoughts towards securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. But first we should convey Tristel to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, he needs to be out of this chilly coastal air. Way into the city. Nimbus! buddy. I'm not worth it. Just pass it through. I know, it could have easily teleported here, but... This game world is so gosh darn pretty. I wonder what Crystal will do now. Pray accept my deepest gratitude. I owe you both my life. And if you'll permit me, I would assist you in your attempt to enter Yulmore, insofar as I'm able, at any rate. To be frank, the thought of sending my saviors in an awful place makes me sick to the stomach. But since it's plain you've set your minds on it, you should take this. It's my favorite paintbrush. The Yulmoran elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want, and if I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. If you make a show of owning such a well-used brush, you may be able to convince people you have a talent for painting. Are you certain? This is your livelihood. We cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. I give it gladly after all you've done for me. Besides, I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. That's what I'll do instead. I honestly haven't decided, but I shan't stay long in this place. Not with that city brooding over me. Nay, I'll move on to new lands and a new profession. My prayers from now until my dying day. Should you make it in the city, have care what you say and do. I wouldn't want you to save my life only to lose your own. Okay, woohoo, and more fetch quests and other stuff. Do all the stuff! Alphino weighs the brush she received from Crystal deep in thought. Okay, let's do the other stuff first. Hey, you can unlock more stuff. I'll talk to you and ask about your stuff. She seems to be waiting for me. Excuse me, but you're the gentleman Alphino was traveling with, aren't you? I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch your name. I'm Jern White Eagle. Hey, Jern, how lovely to meet you. My name is Euless, and I'm the acting village mayor. I was hoping someone of your talents would pass through right before long. The thing is, I need someone... Take two. The thing is, I need to visit someone up at Stonegazer, but I'm afraid to walk the path alone. You think you could provide an escort? Absolutely. My thanks. I couldn't just bring myself to ask one of the villagers. You see, there was an incident a while back where a veteran band of hunters was badly mauled. Simply mentioning that it's unsafe to wander outside the village these days will be enough to bring back memories of that grisly scene, which is why it's been so difficult to even bring up the subject. But such does not change the fact that the roads are indeed dangerous. Pray meet me on the path to the north, and be prepared to fend off the wildlife. Okay, I'll be right there, just gotta go pick up more stuff. Following the grain, Heslot is in over his head. I'm sorry, sir. Please tell me you're a warrior of some kind. You see, there's a gang of bandits who's moved into the area. They used to be residents of Yulmore, but were exiled for stealing from free citizens. Now they've taken to stealing from us instead, and anyone who tries to stand up to them gets a good beating for their trouble. Folks say they're former soldiers, and seeing how those bastards fight, I'm inclined to believe them. We're just farmers here. We need someone who can stand up to them, someone who knows the way around a weapon. Could you be that person for us? Well, there's only one of me. Not 7, but geez, but less than, oh, thank you. We've already hatched a plan to track down their camp, poked a hole into a harvest sack and left it as bait. There's a trail of grain now leading away from the village to the east, so you may want to start your search there. Plankless task. Oh, you're giving away another ether current. I'll gladly talk to you. Oh, who are you? Forgive me, it's not often we see travelers in Right with how dangerous it is hereabouts. I've been worried for my husband taking the road down to the shipyard, and he's as strong as a Talos. He has been gone a good while, though. If you're headed that way, could you please let him know his wife is expecting him at home? Whee! Bridge to the other side. Where to run, nowhere to hide. Break on through and to the other side. Do you want to hear a ghost story? Oh, of course you do. Well, it is that time of year in the real world, so sure. The old pig farm over yonder once belonged to a family known as the Greeleys. It was around, 10 winters ago now, that their entire sty was butchered by a pack of wild animals. The farm never recovered, and the family scattered to the winds. Greeley's daughter and her betrothed sought refuge here in Wright, but misfortune's grasp would not surrender them so easily. The lad was slain by... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. The lad was slain last year when the eater attacked our village. And alas, mad with grief, threw herself from the bridge that bears her family's name, drowned right there in the river. Ever since, folk have avoided that spot, convinced that Greeley Bridge is haunted by the girl's anguished spirit. You think the tale a tall one? Go to the bridge yourself, and they call her name, Ismella. Okay, I've actually got 4 bits of stuff on the go right now, so... more stuff. Witch of the Sea. Hey, excuse me, sir. You seem the well-traveled sort. Would you be willing to accompany me to the Clave in return for a reward? Here's a bit of a problem, see. We take turns manning the watchtowers hereabouts, but the last few folk have been driven away from the lighthouse post by sudden and terrible headaches. Every single one of them remembers hearing some sort of screeching wail. We don't know if we're dealing with a sea witch or a roaming banshee, but they all agree the sound is awful enough to chill your blood. How fortunate for me, then, that I have you to back me up. Pray follow me to the Clave. We can solve this mystery together. Okay, I'll pick up one more bit of stuff. Oh. You look a little overdressed for this place, buddy. A drop of sunshine. We can get a ring. Excuse me, sir, but you are a fellow visitor here, yes? I wonder if you would be willing to perform for me a trifling service. I serve a particular family of the Ulmoran elite, and it is at the behest of my patron, a man with discerning taste for fine drink, that I have ventured into the famous breweries of Wright. Oh, do you not partake yourself? Otherwise you would surely be aware of Wright's incomparable ale and its glowing reputation amongst the privileged of Yulmore. In recent years, however, it seems distribution of this golden liquid has ground to a halt, and thus I have been sent to make a purchase directly from the source. Simple task, you might think, except the people of Wright are not overly receptive to visitors from Yulmore. Downright dismissive, in fact. Do you understand my dilemma? I need you to speak to the villagers and procure a supply of ale in my stead, a service for which you will be paid most handsomely. Okay, you got it. Hey, dude, where's the beer? You wanted to buy some Wright ale? Well, now, we was indeed famous for our ale once, but that age is long past. Any barley we grow these days is bound for the oven or the cooking pot. There's not to be spared for brewing beers and the like. You put that young back to work bringing in the harvest, though, and I might be convinced to part with a bottle from my private stock. Okay. Guess I'm a farmer now. Okay, Chad, I want to know something. In MMOs, if there's no collision detection between you and the other PCs, NPCs or otherwise, do you steer around them? As if you weren't going to trying not to run into them. Like this. Like see? Like see how there's no collision detection there? Like see how I'm just running back and forth through them? You trying to avoid that? You brought me my barley then? A long stalk of barley, colored a rather striking shade of gold. Yep, this is the stuff, and 3 of them. Thank you, lad. There's fewer rounds to help out ever since the... It's a good drop, alright, ale is. Slides down the throat like honeyed sunshine, so they say. And before you know it, you've downed the whole damn bottle. Drink it slow and easy, lad. If you're waking up with a sore head come the morrow. Ah. Yeah, let's hear it for the barter system. Were you successful in your bargaining? Hang on, I just got to get a screenshot of this guy with the city, that pleasure palace of a city in the background. He just looks so out of place. Ale so smooth, said to slide one's throat like honeyed sunshine. And after all this talking, I think I will need something to slide down my throat. I see. I've explained why the trickle of ale into Yulmore has ceased altogether. I shall report the situation to my patron and see what can be provided in the form of labors and surplus comestibles. In any case, I thank you for securing this precious bottle, kind traveler. Your payment, as promised. Okay, if I'm right... I produced another Isle-Wolf Ring of Slaying. I have 1, I have 2, and boom. Okay, high quality gear. Turn that in the inventory. Okay, and now this sounds like a good time for a station break. You're watching me play Final Fantasy XIV as part of 100 Days of Gaming. 100 Days of Gaming is part of Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. You want to play games that heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and then start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and co-workers that all go toward helping sick and injured children at your local children's hospital. And then you get to play games for 24 hours straight on November 2nd. Or whatever day is good for you, or however long is good for you. You can play whatever you like, wherever you like, as long as you like, whenever you like, stream if you like. It's all good because you will be helping sick kids by playing video games. You play games and heal kids. It's that awesome. Last year in 2018, over 50,000 participants in 107 countries helped over 10 million kids at 170 children's hospitals across Canada and the US by raising over $13.48 billion. So, if you would like to learn more about Extra Life, or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. But now, let's keep on with my playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. Let's see, where's... Okay, it looks like that escort village, the escort mission, would be the closest one to you. Are the people there taking fate in a fate? Oh yeah, I want some of that! There's another player here taking part in this fight, so I decided I want a piece of this action. target-rich environment. All right. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I seldom do fates, though. Oh. And of course you're in trouble. What did I tell you? I was barely 10 steps out of the village. Come, let us hurry along before more predators have a chance to gather. My dolly away. What's all this then? Thank you for the escort, Jern. This is the gentleman I wish to speak with, so we needn't go any further. Silek. Are you wandering around by yourself out here? You know what kind of creatures lurk beyond the borders of the village. If this isn't Glyphdo's little girl, something I could do for you, lass? Yes, sir. I came for an answer to my proposal from the other day. Have you given any thought to taking over as village mayor? I'm doing the best I can in the interim, but I have neither the age nor the wisdom to continue in the role, and the rest of the villagers agree with me. I'm fairly sure I said you nay once already. But seeing as you found a guard just so you can come over and talk to me, then mayhap I will consider the idea in exchange for a few small tasks. You will? Please, just tell me what I need to do. My friend Clifton, your dear father, was looking for a sickle to cut some rope. Would you mind skipping back to the village and borrowing one for me? Why would you... I mean a sickle, was it? For cutting rope. That shouldn't be too difficult. I'd only meant to ask you along for the one trip, but if I'm to complete these tasks, would you be willing to indulge me a little longer? Okay, there's something fishy going on here about that sickle. I'll just bet. Something I could do for you, dear? Good day to you, young Euless. You look a little flustered, dear. Was there something I could help you with? And a good day to you, madam. I was actually hoping to borrow a sickle. Is that all? Here, you can take this one. I have several spares, so there's no rush of returning it. Doing a spot of harvesting, are you? My thanks, but it's not for me exactly. I was asked to bring one for my father. Your father? Shadow, save me! Forgive me. If you're accompanied by me in these tasks, then you deserve to know the whole story. It was my father, Clifton, who was the former mayor of Wright. And the incident I spoke of earlier was something that happened a year ago. One day a stray sin-eater came prowling around and slaughtered nearly half the village. It was a waking nightmare. Some of the villagers blame my father. They said it was because he refused to accept the protection of Yulmore. The sheer scale of the tragedy and the accusations that followed wore away at his conscience until finally he could bear the guilt no longer. He hung himself. Silek, the old man we spoke to, was his closest friend. But considering how he worded the request, it seems he's reluctant to accept the fact of my father's death. Still, I will see this task to its end. Let's bring him a sickle, shall we? Okay, my spidey sense is tingling. I think this is going to get a little grim. Silek, sir, we brought the sickle you asked for. Oh, good. Old Clifton will be glad to see this. Oh, sir. Thank you for staying with me, Jern. This might be harder than I expected. Okay, how far I am with collecting all the ether currents around here. Yep, I'm in Clusia, so... Oh, still lots left to go. I'm grateful to have you with me, Jern. Thank you again. Silek, sir, I believe you have more tasks for me? Still here, are you? Yes, tasks. There's a talus of mine that's taking far too long to make its return. Probably busy tussling with some dim-witted predator. Let's see how it fares and chase off anything slowing it down. But all the... that talus. Pray follow my lead, Jern. We'll find the talus in question to the southwest of here. And I have no doubt there will be dim-witted predators aplenty for you to deal with. Yep, dim-witted predators, so Jern smash. There are mechs in this world? I had no idea. Let me get a snap. Here's the Talos Select was talking about. I think something's made a nest in there. Ah! Squirrels! Yeah, a bit over the top, but there's your problem, ma'am. Phew, I'm glad you were here. They must have burrowed in beneath the plates. I know Sileck implied the Talos was still moving, but as you can see, once upon a time there'd be a line of these contraptions hauling materials down to the shipyard, step by ponderous step, which incidentally is how the Slow Road supposedly earned its name. But after Daedalus Stoneworks closed down some 15 summers ago, there was no one left to make or maintain their creations. One by one, the Talos slowly fell into disrepair. This particular worker was damaged during that Stray Eater rampage, and it hasn't shifted an ilm ever since. It was always Sileck's favorite. Come, let's make our report. Any new ether currents nearby? I'll bet it's up there, but I've got a sinking feeling I don't want to go up there yet, so... Still haven't gotten used to the fact that there's no day or night cycles here in the first. Like it says here on the server time that it's 11:10 at night, but look at how bright it's still out. But it's coming up to 11, but it's a quarter to 11 here in beautiful suburban Calgary. Silex, sir, Jern has cleared away the pests who are bothering your Talos. Should be left alone for the time being. Excellent news. But I expect he'll need a good polishing when he returns. Those troublesome ones are often the most endearing, eh? Oh, sir. You've done me a fine service. Thank you. Indeed. Thank you, Jern. I never could have fought such creatures myself. They were only squirrels. If I might impose upon you for the next task as well? Sure. It's what I do. Thank you for staying. I honestly could not do this without you. Silex, sir, were there any more tasks you had for us? Just one last thing. I want you to gather some pretty flowers from the split hull as a gift for my darling wife. She went up for her usual walk, but it's not yet deigned to come home. I fear I may have said something to sour her mood. I understand. We shall gather a lovely bouquet for her then. Well, Jern, will you accompany me to the Cape for some flower picking? What are you looking at, anyway? Can't crane my neck that far back. Okay, where are you next? Okay, this is where you go. To the flowers! Yeah, let's go flower picking. Oh, I cut down trees, I skip and jump. I like to press wildflowers. I put on women's clothing and hang around in bars. This is almost pleasant, isn't it? Aside from the aggressive wildlife, of course. I should tell you about Silek's wife. She was killed in the Eater incident, although I imagine you already suspected as such. They made such a sweet couple. Every day they would walk up this cape, hand in hand, and she would gaze out over the flowers with this warm, contented smile. Silek himself has had some training as a warrior. He would guard her as if she were a princess, and he or gallant knight. I'm sorry, it's just... Wounds of the heart are slow to mend. Silek fit to serve as mayor. I'll be tactful. That they are. And simply having someone there to share the grief can be enough to carry us through another day. It has been but a year, and we are all still suffering. Some seek to bury the misery beneath cheery faces, and others are trapped in the memories of the past. Silek, I fear, is one of the latter. But if a bouquet of flowers is what it takes to help him work through sadness, then I would pick every bloom from this cape. Will you give me a hand to find some of the prettier flowers? How do you think of it as a tribute to the deceased? Of course. Yeah, you stay down. Choose the ones with the brightest petals. Those are the kind she loved best, I think. Okay, I picked some flowers. What do you think? Let's see what we have. Vibrantly colored flower picked from the split hull. Yes, these are beautiful. Thank you. I like to be pleased. Let's take them back to Stonegates before they get crushed in some scuffle. You don't dare jump off of that cliff. Because I'm carrying wild flowers. Okay, Treebeard, I'm gonna turn you into matchsticks. Your mulch. We made it, and the flowers are none the worse for wear. Say, Lek, Jern and I have returned with a bouquet for your wife. Ah, splendid, thank you. Now, perhaps she will come. She will come back to... Sir? Ulysses, forgive me. I've asked such cruel things of you. And I must apologize to you as well, Jern. Nodi. My beloved wife, my dear neighbors, so many gone. After it happened, despair became my only company. I could not even say my closest friend when his torment was plain for all to see. I could never forgive myself. So I embraced this delusion, thinking that if I tried hard enough, if I truly believed they were still alive, then the events of that day would fade away like the nightmare it was. But I succeeded only in hurting those around me. I understand why you did, sir. I truly do. You're always such a sweet child. I will place the flowers you brought on her grave. She would have loved them. As for me assuming the role of mayor, I'm sorry, but I cannot give you a decision just yet. Take as long as you need. In fact, I might need a little time to recover myself. Jern, if you could give me a moment or two. More stuff to do! This awaits a decision for the job. Oh, there's some food items available. I think I'll take the money instead. Thank you for your patience, Jern. Silek still appears to be wrestling with his thoughts, but perhaps we can help him come to a decision. Sir, I don't mean to press you, but might you have arrived at an answer to my question? Proposal, rather? Not exactly, no. There's another matter I've yet to reconcile. Would you mind sharing this matter with us? Well, it goes back to the day the Eater attacked the village. I was taken by Chern as lookout here at Stonegazer. It's a duty we take very seriously. They say when the tower was originally built in the time before the flood, they were worried about dwarves and mountain bandits, but these days... Yes, there's far worse prowling around. I failed to spot it. The Sin Eater which came that day did not appear as the other monstrosities I have seen. From a distance, it simply looked like a person. I wanted to be sure before I rang the warning bell, but I waited too long. Maybe you could have fled. Sorry, folks. Many you could have fled died because of my hesitation. How could a man of such faulty judgment ever serve you as mayor? What comfort can I offer those whose loved ones were needlessly slain? None! Not well as the abomination itself, yet roams free to kill again. So you want me to whack it, is that it? You would take vengeance on our behalf? That is good, for we were powerless before its might. Should the Eater show its cursed face again, then I pray you are strong as you appear. I know nothing of the roads you have walked or the battles you have fought, so I can but echo what Silek has said. Our prayers will be for your victory. Well, sir, you've heard Jern's words. Talk of vengeance aside, I do not believe the villages, even living or dead, hold you responsible for the actions of that monster. And yet I cannot fault you for wanting to remain distant. Pray forgive me for pestering you so. Nay, 'tis I who should beg forgiveness. Though you've lost as much as anyone, I left you to shoulder the burden of leadership alone. all will be well with you back among us again. Come, let us return to the village. As I said, it's unsafe to linger out here for long. Jern, one last ask for back to right, if you would. My thanks for your protection, Jern, not to mention your unfailing patience. It is my hope that now Silac has unburdened his mind to us, his heart will be that tiniest bit lighter. I, for one, feel ready to face another day. After all, I have my friends and neighbors here to help me face it. There was one last thing I wanted to show both you and Silac. It has to do with Wright's traditional industry, if you're interested in taking a look. Sure. Oh good, I was worried that you had enough of me. My last errand for you then will be to have a word with Silac and bring him to the barley fields at the front of the village. I'll be tending the crops until you arrive. Jern, I'm grateful for your understanding and the flowers you brought. My wife would have very much approved of the selection. Now, was there something you wish to discuss with me? Barley. And Euless wants me there as well, does she? You best head over to the fields then. Wait. Hoo-ah. How long has it been since I've set foot in these fields? This is what I wanted to show you. This barley crop right here. This was your father's plot, wasn't it? And you were tending to it in his absence? Every single day, I want to see his plans come true. Plans? Yes, he dreamed of restoring things to how the history books said they once were, before the flood ruined everything. Our village has long been known as a place of artisans. Even the name, Wright, is a nod to all the craftsmen that once made their home here. In years gone by, it said a line of talus would stretch down the road, arms bearing lumber, and the shipyard would echo with the calls of shipwrights hard at work. And when day was done, they would gather here to share an ale in the village. My father, he hoped to brew that traditional Wright ale with the barley from this crop. One day tap a barrel with his family and dear friends and raise a toast to the future. ... Say, look, Jern, will you raise a mug with me when that day comes? Of course I will. Don't need to ask me twice. But my dear girl, the land here does not nourish the crops as it once did. I fear it'll be some time ere you'll have barley fit for the ale you have in mind. In the meantime, will you help me with the rest of Clifton's plans? The rest? He wanted things the way they were. Take two. He wanted things the way they once were, did he not? That we must first recover from the tragedy which was visited upon us. There is no simple solution, but I mean to do can lead our community out of this mire of pain and grief. Assuming you're still willing to have me as mayor. Yes, of course, sir. Thank you. Oh, I just got an extra life donation. Thank you so very much. Yeah, looks like I got a message on Mixer from Shock Deloy. Yes, thank you very much. $10 for Extra Life. Thank you so very much. Yeah, just wondering, since it's the first time I've actually set up the notification, did Yuffie from FF7 pop up on the screen and start singing the victory fanfare, and very annoyingly, I may add? No. Oh. Oh, well, that's okay. I do have an alert set up. I thought it worked. Oh well. Well, in any case, let's just chalk this under being a newbie streamer. And again, thank you very much, Shock Deloy, for the $10 donation for Extra Life that goes straight to the Alberta Children's Hospital right here in Calgary. Thanks again. Yep, not a problem. Yep, thanks again. Okay. I was set to live out the rest of my life in denial, but you and Euless have opened my eyes to this old fool to what needs to be done. And for that, you have my thanks. Now, I best get to work. I have folk to talk to and plans to make. When you're finished here, Euless, I should appreciate your assistance. Well, Jaren, I think this is where we finally part ways. Thank you again for all you have done for us. The people of Right will go on, even under the weight of our sorrow. It might not happen this day or the next, but together we'll find ways to make things better, to recapture the prosperity of this village once had. I look forward to when you next visit. With any luck, I'll be wanting to put a frothing mug of Right brewed ale in your hand. I'll exchange this silver for the beer when it's ready. Okay, let's just take a quick look. Let's see. I think we're ready to clock out for now, but in the meantime, let's see maybe if I can complete maybe one of these quests. Let's see what's happening here with a plankless task. Maybe I'll see if I can complete that one before I gotta punch out for the night. So, Shock Deloy, if you're still there, do you play Final Fantasy XIV? Something I could do for you, stranger? Well, beat me with a hammer. Has it been that long? I was aiming to salvage the planks from this old hull, but she's giving me more trouble than I bargained for. Bit of a waste to leave all this lumber lying around. Not much call for seaworthy ships once the light ate up half the world, you understand. So I reckon it were better for a woodworker like me to put it to good use. These boards, though, they're so tightly joined I can't pull the bleed things loose. Here, do me a favor and sprinkle some of this powder on the joints along the keel. I'll keep working on this end, and with any luck, I can make it home before the wife stomps down here to fetch me herself. Oh, my chocobo knows when it's quitting time. Okay, so let's sprinkle this red-tinted dust of a ground-up fire crystal. So I guess we're gradually burning it away. Okay, try it now. That should do the trick. Powdered fire crystal is the best thing for melting wood glue. Just pour in a little water and the steam will take care of the rest. So that'll be a one-man job now, thanks to you. Oh, and if you could let the Ionois know I'll be done within the hour, and you'll have helped me out of 2 rough spots today. Yeah, not really quite as majestic summoning a flying mount when you can't even fly yet. He's alright then? Well, that's a relief. Wright's had his share of troubles, and a wife does worry. Don't worry, he's just working on a boat. What, he had you helping strip planks? That cheek of a man. Still, we're lucky his father taught him the trade at all, even if he uses those skills to take ships apart instead of building them. A woodworker puts food on the table, so I'm grateful to his family for keeping up their traditions. And I'm grateful to you for bringing me peace of mind. Please take this for your kindness. Thanks. Okay, let's see now where are the other quests that I gotta do. Okay, it looks like they're a bit of a ways out. Okay, well I was planning on clocking out for tonight anyway. Okay, and that's all for tonight. You've been watching me play Final Fantasy XIV as part of 100 Days of Gaming. 100 Days of Gaming is part of Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. You want to play games and heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and then start collecting pledges from your friends, family, co-workers, and people who watch your stream. And all those pledges go toward your friendly local children's hospital as they heal sick and injured children. I've been with Extra Life for 7 years now, and I play games help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital right here in Calgary that helps out over 100,000 sick and injured children every year. And all those pledges will let you play games for 24 hours on November 2nd, or whatever day works for you. And Extra Life is a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good. Last year in 2018, over 50,000 participants in 107 countries helped over 10 million kids at 170 children's hospitals across Canada and the US by raising over $13.48 million. And when we want to make that even bigger and better than before, so that's why we do 100 Days of Gaming, to get more people signed on and get the word out before the big day, which is again November 2nd. Well, thanks again for tuning in and watching me play Final Fantasy XIV tonight. And thanks again to Shock Deloy over on Mixer for the $10 donation to the Children's Hospital. Again, thank you very much. Every little bit helps. So, I'll be back again tomorrow night. Maybe back then I'll be ready to resume my Final Fantasy VII playthrough. I still want to keep reading up on the final battle to make sure that I'm ready and good to go. Or maybe I'll go back into 14, or maybe I'll play something else now. Who knows? That's all part of the fun. Well, thanks again. And remember, as always, it's for the kids. Good night, everybody.